Hi, I'm Chad with Lighting for Impact, and this is our wall washer. Today we're going to learn how to install this onto a standard gondola upright using our adjustable brackets and our aluminum shroud. The first step in the process is to take the adjustable bracket. There's an L piece and a straight bracket. You're going to mount the L bracket onto the gondola upright, and then note that the straight bracket has several holes along it. These are designed to allow you to adjust the depth of the bracket. We recommend installing your wall washer 6 to 8 inches beyond the deepest shelf. So we're going to look at our deepest shelf. We're going to go out about 6 inches, and then we're going to determine which holes correspond with that depth. Once we have that, we're going to hold it in place and remove the bracket. We'll take it over to a flat surface. We're going to take 2 of these expanding push pins. We'll take the first one and we'll put it through both sides of the bracket. Once they're in, press the head down to expand the pin on the back side and lock in place. Repeat that for the second hole. Once that's done, you're going to flip the bracket over, and there's 2 more holes on this side that you'll need to do the same process. So I've got one here, and here's the second. So now this bracket is fully assembled and ready to be mounted. We're going to repeat that process for the remaining brackets for your gondola run. Now we have all of our brackets assembled. The next step is to install the brackets onto the gondola uprights. The brackets can be mounted at any height along the upright. For this application, we're going to go 2 inches down from the top. We're going to press the hooks into the upright, and then we're going to slide down, make sure that it's locked in place. To confirm, you can give the top end of the bracket a little tug to make sure it's fully engaged. Grab the second bracket, repeat this process, engaging it, sliding it down, testing, make sure it's fully engaged, and finally we'll go to the third one here. Lock it in place, make sure it's fully mounted. Now that all of your brackets are in place, we're going to move on to the shrouds. We'll take the first shroud, and we'll also bring some of our push pins with us. These are going to be mounted from the brackets that we've just placed. I'm going to grab a couple pins and have those handy. The top of the shrouds, you'll notice there's a hole on each end. Those holes will correspond with holes on the end of your brackets. Take your shroud, line up the hole on the shroud with the hole on the bracket, put your push pin through it, and like as before, press the head to expand and lock in place. Then we're going to slide over to the second bracket. We're going to get the pin in place, line up the shroud, and press the head to expand the pin. Once you have your first shroud in place, the next thing to do will be install a center cap. The center cap look different than the end caps. They're a little bit more narrow, and they also have openings on both ends rather than just one end. So I'm going to take my center cap, I'm going to install it on the end of this shroud towards the direction at which my run is going to go. I'm going to take the next shroud in my assembly. I'm going to then engage it in the end of this center cap. Once that's in place, I'm going to grab another couple push pins. I'm going to slide over to the next bracket. I'm going to go ahead and put this pin in place, expanding it. This will hold for a while, but you want to make sure you don't forget to put a pin in the right-hand side of this cap. We're going to put the pin in, press the head down to expand it. Repeat this process the entire length of your run, putting center caps on the end. Once you reach the last section, no need to put a cap on the end. We'll just leave it as is for now. Now that the shrouds are installed, we're going to move on to the wall washer. You'll notice that each wall washer has one short cord and one longer cord. For this step of the installation, we're going to be working with the shorter cord. We're also going to take the 3-foot extension that's provided with your kit. You'll notice with each wall washer and extension, there's a male end and a female end. You're going to take the short cord on the wall washer, attach it to the appropriate end of the extension, and then thread the connectors together to lock in place. Once that's done, we'll lay the cord into the channel of the wall washer, making sure all the cords are tucked away inside the wall washer. Before we mount the wall washer, we need to determine which side of the fixture power will be coming from. If your power is going to be on the left-hand side, you'll want this cord hanging on the left-hand side. If your power is coming from the right, you'll want this cord hanging from the right-hand side. In this installation, we're going to have it on the right. So we're going to mount it to this shroud with our power cord hanging out to the right. Before we mount this, we take the longer cord on the wall washer and we feed it through a hole in the center cap. Once that's fed through the hole, we're going to also note that there are sliding brackets on the top of the wall washer. These brackets are what are going to mount the wall washer to the shroud. We're going to gently push the wall washer up into the shroud. I'm going to grab a couple of the expanding push pins. I'm going to get up here so I can see, and I'm able to slide these brackets around so that they line up with the wall washer. Align the pins with the slot on the top of the shroud. Press the head of the pin to expand and lock in place. Repeat for the second pin, and now your first wall washer is in place. Now that the first wall washer is in place, we're going to take this next wall washer. We're going to take the short cord on that wall washer. We're going to go ahead and connect it to the cord that we had previously fed through the center cap. Again, threading to lock in place. Once that's locked in place, we'll start to rotate the wall washer to prepare to put it inside the shroud. Now, if you have additional sections beyond this, you'll continue to feed the long cord through the center cap. Once you reach the end of your run, you can take this long cord, you can fold it over and tuck it inside the wall washer to keep it up and out of the way. Once that's done, we'll make sure all the cords are aligned. We'll bring the wall washer up into the shroud, grab a couple of the push pins. Again, we'll find these sliding brackets, make sure they're aligned with the slots on the top of the shroud, push the pin and press the head down to expand the pin. We're going to go over to the second one and we're going to do the same process here. Once that's done, now your wall washers are in place and we're ready for the next step. Now that all of our wall washers are in place, we're going to take the end caps and we're going to mount those. I'm going to start on the end without power. We're going to take the cap, we're simply going to place it on the end of the shroud and then take another one of our push pins, insert it from the top, press to expand. That end cap's complete. Now when we return to the side with power, you'll still have this extension hanging here. This can be taken and pressed and fed up between the plates on the bracket, and then all the way across the top of the bracket you can do the same to hide this cord and route it towards the back of the fixture. There's also a hole on the end of the shroud that can nestle in to make sure it's completely tucked away. Once you have that cord completely managed, take the second end cap, insert it onto the end of the shroud as before, and insert a push pin to lock in place. Now we're on to the final step, which is connecting to power. You'll be provided with a LED driver and a longer extension. If your power source is going to be located at the top of the gondola, you can connect your LED driver directly to the extension that we ran across this bracket. If your power source is going to be under the base deck, then I would use the longer extension to feed this cord down towards the base deck. So we'll go ahead and connect this to the end of the extension. We'll feed this cord down the length of the gondola. We're going to go all the way down towards the base deck. Next, we'll remove the base deck to gain access to our power source. We're going to take our power supply. On one end of the power supply, we'll have the same threaded connectors that we've had on all of our extensions. We'll connect that and thread to the extension. Finally, we'll take the 3-prong plug and plug that into our outlet. Now that we have light, the last step is to simply return your base deck. Now that your base deck has been returned, your installation is complete.